screened, and the rest are expected to be screened over the next 2 weeks. On August 18, the party will be hoping to announce the list of candidates for the election at the party's National Congress. In other news, the Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith, notes that he is concerned about the sentences meted out for firearm offences by judicial officers. This comes in the wake of a man being sentenced to 18 months hard labour for the possession of a firearm and 9 months for possession of ammunition. In a release on Tuesday evening, the Commissioner said that 83% of homicides in this country are as a result of the use of illegal firearms. He said, therefore, the present situation where this person will be out in just over a year is not good enough. He said the judiciary has to play its role in reflecting the intentions of the Parliament and the concerns to all law-abiding citizens. In regional news, Jamaica and the Republic of Kenya signed 3 memoranda of understanding on Monday as part of the 3-day state visit by Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta to the island. The MOUs and framework agreement are expected to strengthen ties between both countries in political consultation, tourism, sports, culture and heritage. According to the Prime Minister Andrew Holness, both countries need to create measurable economic and commercial activities as they are showing similar macroeconomic results, with Kenya being among the 10 fastest growing economies in Africa. Mr. Kenyatta and his wife Margaret were invited to the island as guests during the island's 57th independence celebrations. Over to international news, the National Security Advisor in the United States, John Bolton, on Tuesday pressed for sweeping action against Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro. Late on Monday, the U.S. government froze all Venezuelan government assets, which put the South American nation on a short list of U.S. adversaries. Mr. Bolton warned foreign governments and companies they could face retaliation in the States if they continued to do business with Mr. Maduro's socialist administration. And that was a look at our international news for this morning. Now for a look at the weather. For the period today until midnight, Trinidad, Tobago and the remainder of the Lesser Antilles, initially sunny conditions will gradually give way to partly cloudy to cloudy periods with light to moderate showers in varying localities by mid-morning. There is a 70% high chance that some of these showers will become heavy and thundery, especially during the afternoon. Tonight will be cloudy at times with occasional showers. Gusty winds, street and flash flooding may occur in heavy showers and thunderstorms. Seas are slight, waves 1 meter in open waters near calm and sheltered areas. It is currently 32 degrees Celsius in Piako and 30 degrees Celsius in Crown Point. Before I leave, here's a reminder of the headlines. The UNC to resume screening of candidates. The Commissioner of Police notes that sentences for illegal firearms are not good enough. Regionally, Jamaica signs 3 memoranda of understanding with Kenya. And internationally, the U.S. warns foreigners who choose to assist Venezuela. You've just heard the 7 a.m. National Newscast brought to you courtesy the Street 919 FM. Stay tuned for news headlines at 9. I am Jason Thomas. Do have a good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
News from the street. 919fm.com.
Tell me again,
That was our national newscast, brought to you courtesy the Street 919 FM. Keep it locked. We're gonna pay some bills in a short and be right back.
They like how it tastes. They like how it fat. Some we have it natural, and some pay for that. Oh, you are go sit down there. Oh, you thicker than the mud down there. Oh, just stay beneath down there. Stay right there, stay right there, stay right there, stay right there, and tell me.
Long time you don't know I want it. I love your habit. Long time you don't know I need it. I love how you doing it. Back it up right there, girl, bring it. Bring that for me. Move that thing right there. Back and do like that. Let me see you do like that. Big bite, you right there. Let me see you do like that. Back and do like that. Let me see you do like that. Big bite, you right there. Let me see you do. Girl, take the walk. Boom. All the fans of soca. Bruce Weir. Let me see you put your hands in the air right now and push them up and up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands gone up and up, up and up, up and up. Everybody hands gone up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands gone up and up, up and up, up and up. The press go fighting for this. Setting this what all of we know. The place will tear up for this. Setting this what all of we know. Anger you and police. Mash up is what all of we know. Boom. Anywhere, any venue, anywhere, all of we go. Boom.
Big up Steven, he say he want a tune. Well, I come up with something. Listen to me tune. Who drinking it first? Me. 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 I come here to drink first. Give me one, give me two, give me more. Rum, I tell you, I come here to drink the most. Give me three, give me four, give me more. Rum, we drinking all day. We drinking nothing but driving Uber. We taking, we drinking all day. We drinking nothing but driving Uber. We taking. Yo, Malushan brother say he can drink more than me. Look now, my trainee friend talking about punching for way. The only thing Belgians know is walk it up there. And them jump man like all down right in Chipate. So,
Put it up, let me see. I wanna wind it. Come, bounce it up, so let me wind up behind it. Bounce it up, bounce it up, let me see. I wanna wind it. Bounce it up, so let me wind up behind it. Bounce it up. The way the woman whining like a vein busting in me head. Tane, me love the way you whine it. Can't take the pressure, give me piece of that before I did. Tane, when I want another wine, now I'm so bad, boy. Now I'm so bad, boy. Now I'm so bad, boy. Now I'm so bad. I want another wine, now I'm so bad, boy. Now I'm so bad, boy. Now I'm so bad, boy. Now I'm so bad. So long, girl, out there watching.
You talk, come talk with us on the street.
919 FM.
We welcome you to join Pastor Kelvin, Harry Narayan, and friends every third Friday in the month from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. for the Way, the Truth, the Life, all-night ministry right here on the street 919 FM. For further information, call 686-3845 or 770-9915. God bless you.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suplal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Enhance and beautify your home today with quality and exquisite furniture from Stylist Furniture Store. Select from intricate designs, quality, and colors to suit your imagination in decorating your dream home. Select from our catalogs and it will be ordered for you. Our two locations, number 51 Rushford Street in San Fernando and 101 Cracknick Village in Princestown. Visit or call us today, 652-2542. Stylist Furniture Limited, for the style in you.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande for the Old Time Gospel Hour, heard every Wednesday night from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on The Street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795-222. For more information, call 753-1113 or email at church668hope@gmail.com.
So you want a broadband service, but you need a lower price. You want to save the cash you need to make your lifestyle nice. Well, get the Green Dot Broadband, the plan that suits your needs. The lowest price solution on the shores of TNT. With broadband for just $129 per month, Green Dot gives you the high-speed internet service you want, plus the savings you really need. So sign up today and enjoy the best of both worlds. Call 224-GDOT or visit gd.tt today. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
The biggest summer concert festival ever.
Saturday, August 24th, Queen's Park, Savannah.
One Caribbean.
Many beats.
Carifesta Island Beats Super Concert. The sound of the Caribbean. Get ready for Shaggy.
The King of Soca, Marshall Montano and his band.
The renowned Kassav.
Nyla Blackman.
Alison Hines from Barbados.
The Calypso Queen of the World, Calypso Rose. Antigua's Ricardo Drew.
Nival Chitla. Nishard M. Ricky Jai. Voice. Blacks and the All-Stars.
Somebody go touch it for you.
Carifesta Island Beats.
One Caribbean.
One people.
Many beats.
Powered by NLCB, Blue Water,
Caribbean Airlines, Digicel,
and Southern Sales Car Rentals.
Hello, good morning.
Miss Trudy, morning.
Morning, Dorothy.
Remember not coming tomorrow. Where is Camille graduation?
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I really forgot, you know. But Dorothy, look how time flies, eh? I know Camila's a toddler, and now she's graduating. Tell her I said congratulations, and we have to celebrate.
Yes, I will. But Miss Trudy, I must tell you this, eh? You know I used to feel shame to tell people I just clean house for a living. But it's because of this job. I put Camille through med school and take good care of my family.
Dorothy, what you do every day makes such a big difference in my home. You know you are part of my family. And I know that you do your best for your own family too. So you should be very proud.
Thanks, eh? Today I could surely say I'm a proud mother and a proud domestic worker. And it don't have no shame in that.
Shame? What shame you talking about, Dorothy?
Domestic workers, they make life easier. Respect, cherish, appreciate them. A message from the Ministry of Labor and Small Enterprise Development.
You want to play with gangster, you want to play with fire, you want to rape, you want to rob, that is against the order. You want to commit sin, I hope you're listening. Let me tell you flat, I ain't going through that this season coming. Pull up your pants, your underwear have a hole. Pull up your pants, your underwear have a hole. Pull up your pants, your underwear have a hole. Pull up your pants, your underwear have a hole. Hey, let me tell you flat, we are going through that. Let me tell you flat, we are going through that. Let me tell you flat, we are going through that. Tell them, I man ain't going through that. We come to have a time, people want to bump and wine.
going through that your crack showing. Pull up your pants, your underwear have a hole. Pull up your pants, your underwear have a hole. Pull up your pants, your underwear have a hole. Pull up your pants, your underwear have a hole. I ain't going through that. Me ain't going through that. I ain't going through that. Let me tell you that. We are going through that. Let me tell you that. We are going through that. Let me tell you that. We are going through that. Tell them I think man ain't going through that. The people don't pay their money. Register early. You can't come looking scruffy in the people jam. You can't come in the van with your pants below your bottom. Let me tell you flat I ain't going through that. Your boobs is showing. Pull up your pants. Your underwear have a hole. Pull up your pants. Your underwear have a hole. Pull up your pants. Your underwear have a hole. Pull up your pants. Your underwear have a hole.
Talk your talk, but we know talk.
Come talk with us.
The street.
919 FM.
I've been in love so many times. Thought I knew the score, but now you've treated me so wrong. I can't take anymore, and it looks like
Well, let me say happy birthday going out to Nigel O'Connor.
in love.
It comes from Marissa, your lovely wife, and your beautiful family. Happy birthday to you, my brother. So you're locked on to the Street 919 FM. This is the Titans of Democracy. As I open back the lines to take your calls, my numbers are 342-0081, 771-1791, 466-5391. If you're calling from the US and anywhere abroad or your Magic Jack at home, 718-874-3860. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, Mr. Bruce.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. Morning, Miss Sharon. Morning, all the Titans. My guru, Mr. Chan, Rowley Jr., Bataria, everybody. All the female warriors. Mr. Bruce, listen, I listened to the driver's explanation. It sounds very plausible in the sense that when he turned the corner, the light in his eye and all that, and he thought was garbage because he said there was the garbage truck behind. I was with him until there. Because if you thought it was garbage and you drive over the bar because of visibility and all that, and the car moving slow, whatever. But then why did you reverse and go over a bag of rubbish? And then you drive forward again. To me, it would make more sense because he introduced the talk that he felt was a bag of garbage because of the truck behind. So if it's something as inconsequential as rubbish, why did you feel you need to stop and drive back over the reverse onto the garbage and then drive forward and then drive off and stop and come out? What was the purpose of coming out if you felt it was garbage? So to me, again, I'm not a police officer, but I'm going on logic and what I saw. You knew what you drove over. That is why you drive back over again. Yes, it's true. It didn't drive over her head and her hand. We're very thankful for that.
Yeah.
But my question is always, why did you reverse and then drive again and then after drive off and stop a distance? So he himself would have implicated himself into something by the story that he would have given. Unless he didn't say anything. With regards to the Law Association, to me it seems very convenient with who they come out to defend. Because they are saying that it's not a homophobic matter with the situation with Justice Lucky.
Yeah.
So they want to just like bury that. Okay, it's not homophobic, but they're not talking about the conversation itself. However, with the Chief Justice, they're not so quick to come out and defend, because if it's not a homophobic matter and it's a work ethic situation, what did he do wrong in carrying out his duties?
Yeah.
And they're not able to really say that.
Exactly.
So we have to assume they're talking about his sexual orientation. But now they have come out to defend Julian Lucky and said, listen, it's not about homophobia. It's inconsequential, that kind of ways. Let me just forget that. So it shows again there's something there that isn't right. And I'm saying we need to again listen. We need to understand. And as one of the callers keep saying, we know the problems that we have. Let us look for solutions. The solution is Dr. Rowley to a certain extent because of his transformational way that he's going about to do things for the country. A big start to me was that book. My emphasis will always be on history. That book that was done with the history of Trinidad is a big step. What we need to do, as a female caller will always say, how do we move forward and the education and all that. We could start in our communities. You can get that book.
Yeah.
There's a group of children on your street. You could call them an evening, they play whatever it is, have the book and sit and have a discussion with that. You have Sunday school, you go to that, you could have a conversation there. PTA. So sometimes we don't have to really wait to form a group itself. The group is good. But while we're waiting to formalize this group, in our own little way, when we have family gatherings at home, take an hour off, come off the cell phone, come off the laptop, and let's have a discussion about history, about where we're going and stuff like that. So we could start in our own little way. And I think if we do that, we could all work together. Again, I say, we have 5 fingers on one hand. They're all different, but it works together for one purpose. Because if you damage one, you realize how important the rest are. So that's just my solution. Thank you for listening. And those who are holding on, thank you also for holding on while I have a blessed morning.
You too, my dear. Take care. Caller, good morning. Hello, morning.
Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Good morning, my adopted brother.
Morning, how are you?
I am home, praise the Lord, so I can hear you. I'm enjoying everything that you're doing for us. And my adopted sister Sharon, I spoke with her already. So God bless you all richly. You're all doing such a great work at the station there for Trinidad and Tobago, for the 91.9 family. We have a wonderful family, and God bless us all. And let us unite and come together in one accord to serve a great purpose in Trinidad and Tobago. Brother Bruce, just want to tell you my birthday is tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm August 8th. So I'm glad I get to talk to you, so you can play a song for me today while I'm listening so I can hear, because I don't know about tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyway, Brother Bruce, love you so much. I just want to share this with you and with our entire nation, because when I came home, Brother Bruce, and I hear the kind of racial behavior that is going on, it really breaks my heart. And I pray that people in Trinidad will get their head together and get it in the right direction. There is no need to eat for it. There is no need to call our Prime Minister the names that they are calling him and expressing that kind of hatred for him. That is horrible. And these people need to get their act together. As far as our family go here, the 91.9 family, this is our motto. We're moving with this. We're rolling with this for 2019, 2020. Dedication, effort, and execution. We are the Titans. We're rolling that way, Brother Bruce. I got this wording in Florida, and I said, well, they're talking about us. Yes. You and Sharon and the entire, all the contributors, all who calls in, everyone is appreciated. Every contribution that stands for righteousness and to go forward in the right direction. Yeah, this is us. Dedication, effort, and execution. We are the Titans. So that's how we roll in, Brother Bruce. God bless you. Peace and love, Trinidad and Tobago. I love my country. Stop the hatred. Stop the racial food. Thank you. Love, love, love. Peace and love in Jesus' name.
Take care. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Brucey.
Morning, morning.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing this morning?
I all right for the time. All the children, all the family, everybody good?
Yes, everybody nice.
You know who's speaking to you?
No.
Miss Foreman.
Hi, Miss Foreman. How are you this morning?
I am all right for the time. Morning, Mr. Napuna. Morning, Miss June. Morning, Miss Cooper. Morning, Miss Daniel. Everybody, good morning. Morning, Angie. I just called in to say good morning. Okay, Brucey?
Yes, my dear.
Okay, darling. Bye-bye.
Caller, good morning.
Yes, Bruce, good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Bruce had to laugh at you, eh?
Why are you laughing at me?
I'm laughing at you because the caller. You say good morning, but you don't know who it is you're talking to. And you know who you're talking to now?
No, a terrible with voices. I just always say that. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Bruce, this is Faizaban.
Faizaban, how are you going, darling?
I could. You make me laugh this morning. I just called to say good morning to you. And how are your family? Everybody okay?
Yes, everybody nice.
Okay, and to Sharon and her family, everybody, to Malcolm and Gemma, welcome home, and to the lady who now speak there, welcome home. Just be safe. Enjoy your holiday. And to Mano, Taman, everybody, sometimes the name that's come and it doesn't go, eh? I just want to say good morning to everybody. The Titans, the Bago, good morning to you. Bruce.
Yes.
Somebody touched on Power Regional Corporation.
Yeah.
Bruce is the most, when I tell you, it corporation, it corrupt to the bone. When I tell you that corporation corrupt to the bone, it corrupt to the bone. Is the worst in Trinidad and Tobago. Bruce, it was, you see the gentleman who there now?
Yeah.
Glenn Ramadan saying was his father was there. No progress for African areas. His mother came. Same thing, she was kind of helping a kind of way. And he now come there and he just talking because he have a hole in his face to say something. They are the worst. And you see when they had the former minister for Faizabad, oh God, it was then, I don't know. But Bruce, I live in here over 28 years.
Yeah.
And we are in the corporation, we in Faizabad constituency, and I am telling you, Bruce, it's the worst. They will come, you see election coming up, they will come and they will dig up areas where the Indian votes are. They know they're sure they get in that vote. They're going to pave the road, they're going to dig up and pave. And you see where the African live in, they say you ain't getting no vote. They say they're not doing anything. And I dare the person out there to tell me why talking is wrong. Bruce, it's ridiculous. When I tell you my area is ridiculous. We calling for a road for how much years? My father not dead and gone. It's peace, the drain. Bruce, it's ridiculous and we just have to just live with it because they are in the corporation and we can't do it because PNM ain't winning the corporation. They're doing whatever they have to. It's a family affair if you go inside there, Bruce. It's who is cousin, auntie, uncle, grandma. It's like a family business.
What?
It is a family business, and I dare the one to call and say it is not true. You can't get nothing done. Look, when they have an office not too far from where I live in, spray. You know what the girl tell me? Come back. When I asked her to come and spray the area, she tell me to come back to know if they will come and spray the area. Like if it's only PNM living in that area, and what happened? You know how long? And I am not going back because I am not begging. They are ridiculous, and the minister need to do something about it. That to mash up that Superior Regional Corporation. It's ridiculous, bro. It is ridiculous. You have a great day.
You too, my
right
dear.
now, the rain falling and it's a mess. They're sick. And who people going to sit down and boil on the fence and looking to vote them people? I don't know. There's something wrong with all their head. Or you need to change all your attitude because it's African and Indian living together. And you can't be doing what you want because your people here and you know you're sure you'll get the vote and the African have to be suffering all the time. This nonsense has to stop, Bruce. It has to stop. Everybody, good morning. And be careful on the road. Bruce, take care of yourself and your family. Bye-bye.
Yes, my dear, take care. Caller, good morning. I lost it. Call me back. Well, let me say a happy anniversary to Mr. and Mrs. O'Donoghue. They celebrated their anniversary on Sunday. And to you, my good friend, happy birthday to you this morning. Hope you enjoy. Caller, good morning.
Hi, Bruce. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, but not to glory, eh? Not to glory. I'm fine, but not to glory. Anyhow, the speaker who just spoke about the Fire Regional Corporation. So I am living in Labrie, and I'm in the councillor's area with a Hitty Rosilak. She is doing nothing in Labrie because she's a Labrie vote for PNM, and she's not doing anything. The roads won't saving in the scheme where I live. The road won't saving, and she says we are voting for PNM, and she's not prepared to do anything for the people in the scheme and in Labrie. This Councillor Ramadaro Singh, Glenn Ramadaro Singh's mother. And no matter what you invite her to in Labrie, she does not have pen because she said Labrie is PNM. So what the woman has said is 100% truth. There's no truth about it. 100% truth. So I don't know. Local election coming up now, and I hope people keep their head on their shoulder and do what is right.
Yes.
Thank you and have a good day.
You too, my dear. Take care.
Bye.
It sounded like a new caller as well. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, 1285. I know you want to chop off my head.
Why you want to jump off your head for? Good morning to Sharon, wherever. Morning, Mr. Malcolm, Miss Gemma, Miss Angie, Miss Thomas, Mano. Get up and sometimes just sing like Mr. Thomas. Yeah, Bruce. I want to say good morning to Miss Monica Paul, our special friend.
Yes.
And Miss Diane Smith. But why want you to talk your head for?
I owe you.
Director there?
I seen it loud here, director on the outside.
Oh, he was only coming when Mommy saw call. All right.
But 1285, how you sounding so down? You feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Okay, good.
It's the weather.
Okay then.
Yes. And I know why you're saying that because you know my sister waiting on you.
Yes.
All right. So I want to say good morning to Marva and Curly. Those are new people on the program.
Okay.
So I looked on and I listened. And good morning to all the rest of Titan.
Yes, my dear.
And Miss Mother Tanapuna and the South. Okay, so I looked on and listened.
Okay, take care. Caller, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Bruce, I live in Superior. You see what that lady is saying there? That lady is speaking the truth. Listen, I have been calling, I live here for 38 years. When it's local election, I vote for Superior. When it is general election, we vote for Faizabad. Bruce, where the African people live, and I keep saying that, and people keep saying, don't say because it's racial and whatever, but you have to speak the truth. Bruce, let me tell you something. You see these people, you see Ramadan Singh and they know very well what they are doing, and they are suppressing people. Where I live, there's a street named Well Road. You imagine that is a dirt road. 30, how much years I live in here, and I know Well Road as a dirt road. Leo Dudnat was in charge of that and never paved that road. Bruce, these people are wicked. They're wicked. Bruce, and these people mustn't talk. when you have to represent, you represent everybody, whether you vote for you or vote for you. If you are a person who thinks about your country, you will do what is right. They got to go, and they should never see the corridors of power again. Never, Bruce. Have a nice morning. Thanks for that.
Yes, my dear. Take care. Ah, boy. Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
I am living down in the south here in a place they call Laramie. And I'm living in a place they call Moore Street.
Okay.
That place, as far as I understand, it was measured, the road was measured about 4 years ago. Because the UNC was controlling the area here by a man they call, he from Faizabad, caring about the Oropuch area. And they measured the place and they only fixed the street part where the Indian people live. And on the next side of Moore Street, way up to where one of the friends live on top of the hill where I'm renting from, is because they only fixed, just about 2 months ago, they fixed that whole side of that road and they would not fix the next side of the road. And everybody's house is breaking down and they would not fix the road. I think the man is, I can't remember his name now, but he was on the television where he had put some paper around his mouth for him not to speak in Parliament. That is the man responsible for that area. I do believe that his boss should get rid of his ass. Thank you very much.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my. Caller, good morning.
Oh, top of the morning to you, Bruce.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Well, I'm good, my dear. I'm good. I see you there by your lonesome. And blessings to Sharon, wherever she is, and to all the Titans and the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Bruce, I am sitting here with my family, and we are listening to the cries of those people under the control of the Superior Regional Corporation.
Yes.
Bruce, what they have to do to me is to come out and protest and call in the press. Let the media see the kind of, to me, that is racial discrimination. You are discriminating against the people because it's African area, which is wrong. Everybody in Trinidad and Tobago, we are under a democratic process, and we are a democratic country. And people are free to choose who to support and who not to support. And you cannot do the people that. To me, that is the action they have to take now. Take action. Call in the media. Let them see. Protest. Right? You're feeling the pain, Bruce?
Yeah.
Of the people. And with muddy roads and suck roads and so on. Can you imagine the hell they're going through? You cannot suffer in silence anymore. Come out, people. Let your voices be heard. And write to the Minister of Local Government and tell him, and get on and tell him what is happening. Right? So action can get justice. Don't sit down anymore. Thank you, Brucey.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Good morning again, my brother.
Morning.
Listen, my heart is just breaking in so many pieces. Listen, Brother Bruce, I tell you, I don't know what to say. This is horrible. What's happening in Trinidad here is so I pray that the people who will be able to do something about it are listening to get them. Cannot continue. This has to stop. cannot believe what and you think it
Seems as though she got cut off there. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
According to what a homeless person in Arima, but opposite the hospital. I mean, it's really hurtful to see how this young man have to sit down day and night, sun and rain, dirty lying down in sun, every day for months. I mean, Arima is well kept, otherwise we everything in order. But I don't understand why nobody is taking him to get arrested and sent to hospital or somewhere. I'm surprised that everybody passing and seeing that guy sit down there day and night. Night and day, rain, sun, dirty, and nobody is helping him. So I have to do something. So I say with the best program to call it you. So another thing about Superior, you see, I don't know who really defending the PNM people, you know. I really don't know how come PNM people have to suffer, whether what area, whether what race. Why the authority people defend us, have helped PNM people better than this. I mean, it's bad to see how people have to suffer because of the party.
So
you see,
true.
thank you, Bruce.
Thank you. I mean, if you're elected to serve, then serve. It doesn't matter who is there. You were elected to serve, so serve. Caller, good morning.
Blessed morning to you, Bruce.
Hey, morning. How you doing?
Well, I around in the land of the living, God is always the boss.
Yeah, man.
Morning to Sharon. I hope she pacing herself and get a rest in the meantime. Morning Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the titans of democracy. Bruce, I want to know this, where these people really good with this racial thing. They're causing all kind of bacchanal, and the big ones now, the rich ones now sending the children abroad. So when the bacchanal start, I'm mentioning the bacchanal because the representative from Mayaro, Naparima Mayaro, I hear you talking about revolution when it started, and he abusing parliament with this kind of stupid talk. All of we have to live here. The sooner the racial few who pushing that dirty shed, they had to think twice, my brother. They had to think twice. This is Trinidad and Tobago. No mother India, no mother Africa. They had to realize that, and they had to stop that, because we're going on right now. You're having the average Indian guy using the N-word. That N-word fellow who now gone here, but he just finished by some cucumber, some toads. Action price, they're using the N-word. If we stop supporting these people with the doubles and the stuff when they come in the boy, look, they're really pushing people button in this country. I'm locking off. I had to go because we bring the radio into dispute. They're not easy. We can't eat that. I never see that going in the bank at this racial head. The best I'd get out to get up. God.
Caller, good morning.
Bruce, it's me again.
Yes.
So, man, I wanted to go in jail, so come off the radio. Bruce, I want to tell Diego Martin, we have more than 100 letters that was written when Sharma was there. This minister now, the amount of letters we have, we protest. The media came out and nothing doing. The people telling you, I tell you for last election, Bruce, Glenn Rabandas Singh mother was in front my door, my gate. And I went and I put on my PNM jersey. You know what she said? She said, you had to do that? I said, yes, because all you're wicked. She said, well, it's PNM area. How we expect we to think? I said, but it's not just PNM alone living here. How you know who vote in PNM and who vote in UMC? You know what she said? Sharma spend all the money.
I said, so what you doing? She said, well, we ain't have no money now. Bruce, that lady from Arima called just now and talk about somebody on the road. When they see you do wickedness, the people that with us end up in the street, dirty, stink, and nobody ain't taking you on because it's something you did wicked to somebody. Not everybody. You did something wicked and you have to pay. And I am telling you, Bruce, it's hurting me. It's hurting me because we're living in an area that mix. And these people rather suffer their own people and the PNM because they don't want to do nothing. And they're telling in your face, we're not doing nothing because all you vote in PNM. We're hearing that for years, Bruce. You know how much time we went to Separi and carry letters? With signature, over 3,000 signatures in the whole of output, Fighter Labrador. And nothing doing. The people wicked. And they have to suffer. They have to suffer. They will eat the bread the devil needs, Bruce. They're going to eat the bread the devil needs. So, lady, don't sorry for that one sit down there. Let he pray for himself or let his family, somebody pray him. He has to be doing something wrong while he's sitting there. When you do evil to people, evil just come back at you. Bruce, goodbye. I'll have damn vexed this morning.
Well, let me send out some birthday greetings to Rick. Happy birthday to you. It comes from your mom, Anne-Marie. Caller, good morning. Hello. Okay, not there. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Bruce, me again.
Morning.
The lady would have spoken about the gentleman who is sitting just there on the road and nobody helps. People need to understand something. This is not in defense of anybody, but there's a procedure. There's the Mental Health Act, Section 50. If you have to remove somebody from the street and take them to St. Anne's, the first thing has to happen. 2 doctors need to come and do examination to say that the person is mentally ill. You cannot just pick up somebody like that and carry them to St. Anne's. With regards to the hospital, you can't just see him across the road sitting down and they go out and take him and bring him to the hospital. Is he sick? Who is the officer going to go across to pick him up? So if he is sick, ambulance will take him up and he'll reach to the hospital. So it might seem as if it's long and tedious, but these things are in place to protect not only the person, but also the healthcare workers. So it's not a simple thing because you see them walking the street. You say, why they don't take them off the street? Because I will tell you something. There are humanitarian lawyers who are going to tell you they have rights. And they want to challenge it because it was done before, and as you take them off, they get off the street, they were recycled and put back on the streets again. So it's not as simple. And then to add to what the woman would have said also, some of them would have done so much wrong, and that the price they had to pay. But at the end of the day, to remove a person off the street and send them to St. Anne's, there must be an examination by 2 doctors. Who 2 doctors you know going to leave the practice of the hospital just to go on the street to examine him? The only way that might happen probably if he's getting on violent or he damages somebody or whatever. So the thought will be, listen, something is not right with him, so they'll probably come, he'll get some injection or something that will calm him down and to deal with it.
Yeah.
So there's a process to everything. It's not as simple as that.
Okay. Thank you. And as usual, we always get that little education right here at the Street 919 FM with the Titans of Democracy, of course. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Morning, Cheryl. Hope your day going as good as you wanted to. Bruce, this is a pariah situation. Right? I mean, if we maybe could find that in each and every constituency, yeah?
Okay.
But my thing is, when it gets to this bad and how the Safaria people complaining, what do? They write letters, they call, this media come. Well, I want somebody, some minister, somebody in authority to say, what is the next step? But the or it's not being fixed. It's a real heart-wrenching thing. And they will talk about the dirt road for how much years and what is the next step? This thing is so sad. What is the next step? It looks like they have exhausted every avenue that they could and they're not getting help. So what is the next step? I want to know. Somebody in authority, come and let us know. Go to Safaria. Let us know what is the next step that these people could take.
Yes.
Because they're paying citizens, they pay their taxes, they do what? Why you not? Just because you're in an area where the political party that you prefer is not in power? No, that could never be right. So I want somebody in authority who listening or somebody who have the ears of these people to let us what it is that when this thing happens and you living in an area like this that is predominantly or is always controlled by one party and you have the other party, what can you do to get help?
Yeah.
And I can't understand where she say the father was there, the mother, so it's a family affair. The father was like he was a representative, or he
That's what
was in
she's
charge.
saying, yeah.
Yeah, then the mother and now the son. So what? So what? They have a stranglehold on this corporation, and nobody else can serve there.
It really need to be looked into.
Yeah, serious.
really need
My
to be
heart
looked
going out
into.
for them, man. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Somebody in authority, let us know what has to be done in a situation like this. Just enjoy your day.
You too, my
Bye-bye.
dear. Take care. And our daily word for today is release. I release that which no longer serves me and open to abundant good. Getting ready for a change of season, I may go through my closet and get rid of clothes I haven't worn. They no longer appeal to me. In removing the old clothes, I make room for new ones. Other areas of my life benefit from the same process of release. I perform some spiritual house cleaning when I reflect on what is working in my life and what isn't. I choose to let go of ideas, practices, or habits that no longer appeal to me. This act of release opens my mind to divine ideas and uplift and prosper me. Knowing my thoughts shape my life, I remain open to a continual flow of positive ideas. Truly, I tell you, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loose in heaven. Matthew 18:18. But that's all the time we have for today. Up next, we got Mr. Wayne Delamore with Natural Health Solutions. You gotta keep it locked to the Street 919 FM. Ciao.
They talk, you talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
Enagic change your water, change your life. Enagic water purifier, one machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair, and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to the Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to noon and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. For more information, call or WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079.
Every year, the most celebrated DJs who ram the dance halls, rock the boat rides, and rule the airwaves come together for one night of party euphoria.
The best men on radio.
The best men on radio.
Friday, 30th August, the night before Independence, at the scenic La Jolla Poolside, Eastern Main Road, St. Joseph.
It's the most prestigious gathering of the DJs. The Hitman Howie T,
Sensational Sammy,
Sir Charles, DJ Darryl,
the sounds of Kabuki,
Dr. Ross, Beats by Robin.
The best men on radio, Friday, 30th August, the night before the holiday, at La Jolla Poolside, Eastern Main Road, St. Joseph.
Get your limited $100 tickets now until August 17th or while stocks last.
At Crave Sport of Spain, Crosby St. James, Bobby's Bar Q-Rap, Landuna Aruca, Crave Sports Arena, and all NLCB outlets.
The best men on radio.
An event you don't want to miss.
Enhance and beautify your home today with quality and exquisite furniture from Stylist Furniture Store. Select from intricate designs, quality, and colors to suit your imagination in decorating your dream home. Select from our catalogs and it will be ordered for you. Our two locations, number 51 Rushford Street in San Fernando and 101 Cracknick Village in Princestown. Visit or call us today, 652-2542. Stylist Furniture Limited, for the style in you.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every second and fourth Fridays at 10:15 a.m. for the program Divine Living Inspiration with evangelist Stacey McKenzie.
Jesus saves from the cross to the grave.
Hey, red, black, and white. Hey, energy in my mind. Well, yeah, it's a coming together. Cultures all over the Caribbean. Hey, let's come together. Can we festa? Let's come together. Can we festa? Let's come together. Can we festa? 40. Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, there we go. There we go. Trinidad and Tobago. There we go. There we go. Can we festa?
Carry Festa 14, Trinidad and Tobago. Log on to carryfesta.net for festival information.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday at 8:05 to 8:55 a.m. right here on the Street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
This one I better do with the jabata. Me, I no get time, I did da. Dada cover my face, calling me la ba da. Biggie man, we know they wear abada. Tell me, what's it gon' G-Wagon, all depend. Take your time, ride the whip. I no fit, die for nothing.
What's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all depends. The gal them, ride the wind. I know feet, die or not. Make you no say anything when you do, them must commend it. I can't come and keep myself. So anything when I do, I dey try to do on my way. I can't come and keep myself. Plenty so far we face. Just to make sure money day. But my people then go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, what's it gon' G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip, I know feet, die for nothing. What's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, riding with me, I know feet. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night 4 shows, I'm juggling. Flow like the ocean, my boat, I'm paddling. Sharashina Bella, that's my bro, my family. Frozen dreams. When it comes to money, I they concentrate. Make I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become a I be head of state. But my people then go say, I know one. No one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me.
Come on, everybody, get your feet happy. Let's go. Come on. Where my islanders? Can some of y'all run down here to the front real quick? I gotta know who's in the building. Where my islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see ya.
keep on waiting on you for? I'm making time for a minute. You with it? Got a lot of time, I just need somewhere to spend it. I just press a button and the top go missing. I kept the slip so you know it's not winning. What you wanna do? Worry about your friends, it's all you this afternoon. I've been reading your mind. No fear, but you gotta let me know. I'm all ears and I got a lot of room. I'm my way, if you wanna take it there, I'm on my way. Put it in five, I'll be outside, I'll be on the way. I'll be on the way and you can meet me in five. I'll be your night, I'll be your all day. I'll be your all day. Put it in five, I'll be outside, I'll be on the way. I'll be on the way and you can meet me in five. I'll be your night, I'll be your all day. I'll be your all day. Dropped out the Porsche, put that bitch's sport out here in the field, oh yeah. I'm already, yeah. Come outside looking like a snack. Hurry up, get in, hell yeah. Come with me on this thing. Love to see you shine in the night like the diamond you are. I'm good on the side, it's alright. Just hold me in the dark. No one's got to know what we do. Hit me up when you ball. Down the street, so we meet when you need and it's yours. All I is, nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. Nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. We don't got high. This is what you like, gotta make. Nothing feels better than this. Say we're just friends, but I swear when nobody's around, keep my hand around your neck, we connect. Are you feeling it now? 'Cause I am. I got so hotter than that. I swear to God, from my feet and lift the ground. Oh yeah. Back against the wall, this is all we've been talking about in my ears. Nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better.
I want to start by saying a beautiful morning to the people of the street. Once you're on the street, if you're on your way to work, good morning, good morning, good morning. All the listeners who are tuning in to 91.9 this morning, want to say a beautiful day to you. Hold that chin up, however you may be feeling at the moment. I trust that you all are on time for your work, so you may be driving, maybe commuting. While you're doing that, we want to share some really pertinent information for you, things that you may or may not be aware of that can be seriously impeding your health. And we're going to touch on areas today, just to give you a highlight of stress, anxiety, and mental health. Yes, we discuss a little bit about mental health, and you would be interesting for you to know, what does the health of my gut have to do with my mental health? Today we'll be touching on that and some evidence, empirical evidence that shows the connection between the gut and the brain and how it can affect mental health issues and stuff like that. We'll be going through that today. And of course, we're coming to you live from the studios of 91.1 this morning from Natural Health Solutions. Our job here, we aim to educate, to enlighten, to empower the people to make better choices when they're coming to their health and their well-being. We got to take care of this body. We got to balance that with the right thinking, which is a soul, and of course a spirit. I can't tell you how important it is to pray. All right, people? So we need to have that balance, what I call physical homeostasis and emotional equilibrium. We need that balance because our health is depending on that. All right, so we'll be getting into that shortly. We're just going to get you back 1 minute of music, and we'll be here. Don't touch that dial. Don't change right now. We'll be back in less than 1 minute.
You shine in the night like a diamond you are. I'm good on the side, it's alright. Just hold me in the dark. No one's got to know what we do. Hit me up when you fall. Down the street, so we meet when you need and it's yours. All I is, and nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. Nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. We don't got high. This is what you like, gotta make. Nothing feels better than this. Say we're just friends, but I swear when nobody's around, you keep my hand around your neck. We connect, are you feeling it out? 'Cause I am. I got so hotter than that. I swear to God, from my feet and lift the ground. Oh yeah. Against the wall, this is all we've been talking about. In my ears, nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. Nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. We don't got it high. This is what you like, gotta make. Nothing feels better. Let's fight, take you back from your side to side, like that.
Yes, people, and you are hearing the voice of Wayne Delamo this morning as we discuss the issues of gut health and all that we have to share with you this morning. It is a beautiful morning, and we want to maintain it like that, and hopefully that this program will impact someone and help, because the way our things are going, sometimes in our beautiful TNT, you will want to know if people's mental health are in order. So we can't leave any stone unturned when it comes to the health of the nation, because the health of the nation means that people are operating at their best. All right, not just internally, physically, but mentally. Stress, depression, anxiety, these things can cause people to, it's just that thin line between, that sanity and some people reaching a threshold where, they can't take whatever pressures anymore. They say every man has a certain breaking point. So sometimes you reach a point where you just tip over, and that makes a difference, especially when aggravated, in terms of, people taking up the gun or, doing something that they ought not to do. We need to address it from all issues. And I'm not saying this morning that this is the cause of anything that happening in the country, but we need to look at all avenues, and the gut and the brain has this connection, and it can cause problems of mental health as it pertains to the health of your gut. And so we're talking about that today. Of course, Natural Health Solutions. We are just off Crown Street in Tagarigua. Okay, our opening hours here are from 9 to 5, Monday to Fridays. And of course, we are here on Saturdays from 9 to 3 p.m. All right. Very soon we'll be back in San Fernando. And for those clients up on that side, we are at this location now. And of course, you can go to our website. You go to www.nhstnt.com. That's nhstnt.com, and you will get
a lot of information in terms of what we're about, the services we carry, and you can even book your appointments online as well via the site. You may be able to as well to purchase stuff on that site. So get yourself familiar with it. You'll get a lot of the stuff that we discuss here. Of course, you know that over the years, we have become very, very proficient in what we call blood profiling or HemoView, a view of the body via the blood. Life and death begins in the blood. Apart from being scriptural, it's true. Healthy blood, healthy person. If you are sad, your cells, the immune system, they become sad as well. If you are stressed and depressed, they are also stressed and depressed. All right, and these things could really, really wreak havoc on your health. So when we talk about health, we must touch on the whole issue of mental health. And today, we're going to be touching on that as well. Of course, a natural solution, last week we spoke about the health of the children, those on vacation right now, and what we can do to make sure that their health is in order. So when they go to school, their brains, their neurons, everything is firing properly. They're sharp and they're alert. And it's not just taking them out on vacation and having fun during that time, but you got to clean them out. You got to clean them from all the toxins, the heavy metals, the impurities, the heavy stuff, the fecal matter, the stuff that, when these things are out of the body, your cells are happy, or happier, I should say. All right? You get more energy. Your brain is able to function at a higher level. And many of you, because of what the children are eating, there's a lot of heavy metals that can affect not their brain, but in terms of their behavioral patterns. We'll be going a little deeper into it today as we discussing the gut-brain connection. Okay, people, so what is the gut? The gut will include, of course, the organ that involves digesting food and processing it into waste. That whole area there is the gut. Of course, digestion begins from the time you put the food in your mouth. You begin to chew that food, you masticate that food, and that goes down the esophagus into the upper stomach, where you have those powerful acids in the stomach that will churn that. The minute that food leaves there, we refer to it as chyme, goes past the duodenal into the small intestines, where the food is continued to degrade. And of course, this is where the food is, the benefits, whatever benefits of what you're eating is distributed to the areas of the body that needs it. And this happens, of course, in the intestines. So we have these little things in the intestines referred to as intestinal villi, and these little things look like these little microbes, little tiny things in the intestines. They will absorb whatever nutrients and send it to where it needs to be. The difference will go as waste in the large intestines. All right? And of course, you need proper what we refer to as peristalsis. And peristalsis is involuntary muscles that will help to move the food. It's the same muscles that, this is why we can eat upside down. Think about it. We can eat upside down because those muscles are so strong, they can get the food in our throat and our stomach into our intestine and in the gut, even though we are turned upside down. These are involuntary muscles, and they need to be hydrated and to be functioning. Sometimes these muscles are not functioning, so you're not getting the sufficient amount of movement and these, what we call peristalsis, to help you to eliminate properly. Another thing will cause elimination problems is when the blood viscosity is very thick and it doesn't allow oxygen to be transferred or to be taken to the organs and the brain and nutrients. And because of that lack of oxygen in cells, it can cause you to have even issues like shallow breathing and shortness of breath. Another area you want to look at is, so the lining of your gut, all right, this is called the second brain. This is called the second brain. So, okay, we have the esophagus and the stomach. We have the small intestines and large intestines. You have the gallbladder, the liver, and the pancreas. All these guys are connected to digestion, the digestive process. And we will include them in this gut discussion this morning. So how is the gut connected to the brain? The gut, as referred to as the second brain, can operate on its own, and it can communicate back and forth with your actual brain. Now, this information is not new. This information, of course, you may hear people talking about it a little more, and you can go, on what I call the University of YouTube, and you can go to, you need to know where to look, of course. You can go to Google Scholarly. There are different places you can go if it is you want to do proper research to see the connection with the brain and the gut. And I'm saying this morning because oftentimes when we cleanse the gut properly, systemic, and remove those toxins, you find that your health, and including your mental health, things like anxiety and stuff begin to go away. And when I tell people this, they say no, because it's new, they're hearing it for the first time. We got to be on top of the game here. And I've had clients who come here and they have headaches upon headaches for years, and they've gone to all kind of, they did all these different scans and stuff like that in the brain to see what is going on, and they turn up with zilch and nada in terms of what's really taking place there. Just taking painkillers. But we need to get the source of the issue. And you find they have gut problems as well, the headaches. And when we clean that gut, when we get that gut operating again with proper peristalsis and so on, guess what happens? The headaches go away. But we're talking even further than that. Even further than that. So physically, all right, what we call the vagus nerves, which controls messages to the gut as well as the heart. So some people, they say you have three brains. You have what we call the brain in your head, you have the heart, and you have the gut, because they all have neurons. They all communicate via neurons. All right? What we call neurotransmitters. So we're talking about the heart, the lungs, and other vital organs of the gut, of the gut's direct connection to the brain. All right? The gut also is connected with the brain through chemicals like hormones, as I mentioned before, and So this is why we are saying you need to have a healthy gut. So the chemical messages that pass between the gut and the brain can be affected by, we spoke about this before, bacteria. It is one of those microorganisms that we refer to as pathogens. So the bacteria, the virus, and the fungi that live in the gut, they are called what we call the gut microbes, gut microbe. All right? It's called the gut microbiome. Forgive my tongue this morning, people. So that microbiome that is in the gut, the bacteria, the virus, the fungi that live in the gut, that may be beneficial, harmless, or harmful. Now, I didn't mention to you that the body can handle about 15% of bacteria. It can handle about 15% of bacteria, parasites, all this stuff that I mentioned is not good. It keeps the immune system on its toes, and it keeps the immune system in sharp and alert. But the minute you start to get like 30%, 40, 50%, 60%, and some people, they go on all the way to 80%, the minute they start to cross the threshold of 30 to 50%, you start to create an environment that is conducive for disease, for serious disease, All right, you start to create an environment which is, that's what's going on with you. So you got to keep, this is why it's important, you got to keep the gut healthy. At Natural Solution, we recognize this based on continual research. And of course, we can help our clients more if we are knowledgeable how to address these issues. All right? Now, if you have, they have something called good bacteria, right? That line the gut, and they take care of, maintaining the nice flora and everything there. Now, these good bacteria, they can also become harmful. They can also become harmful, what we call as a transition, call it metamorphosis. But what happens is that when the environment, the gut is so toxic, all right, when you have so much of mucus and different things happening in the gut, these once friendly bacteria can change and become harmful. If you're hearing this for the first time, do your due diligence. This is what is happening. So how can the gut microbial or microbiome related to mental health? Well, there's a strong relationship between having mental health problems and having gastrointestinal symptoms like heartburn, all right, and indigestion or digestive issues, acid reflux, bloating, pain, constipation, and or diarrhea. Now, as I mentioned, people say, well, I'm going off a lot, and when you hear the stool is very soft and is every minute, that is not considered cleansing. Something is wrong there in the system. So these gut microbiome is in animals. These researchers' experiments and stuff like that, animals have shown that the changes in the gut microbiome and inflammation, for example, in the gut can affect the brain and cause symptoms that look like pancreas, Parkinson's disease, autism, anxiety, and depression. And I've heard a senior doctor in a lecture mention that before, the gut connection with the brain that is the cause of autism.